Hello everyone, this video is a demonstration of how to create a pointer that points to an array. So I'm going to start off by declaring an array of integers. The array is called ages and it's going to be of size 3. And then we want to declare a pointer that points to the array. So the pointer also has to have the same data type as the array, and the asterisk key indicates that this is a pointer. And then we can give our array any name. So usually you would want to make that descriptive. So for me, it's a demonstration purpose only. I'm going to call it array pointer, which doesn't really make a lot of sense, but yeah. So notice that we don't have to put the ampersand here, as we did when we were pointing to integer or, just normal variables, because the array variable ages is already an address itself. Now, since the array can store up to 3 integers, so over here, this is a memory location of that can store up to 3 integers. So which address to these 3 does this pointer, or does the array hold, not just the pointer? So what address will this hold now that it can store up to 3 integers, and what address will that hold? And which one of these will the pointer point to? Let's print the addresses of the array, each element of the array, and the pointer. So I'll start off with the addresses of, the address of the array. So the address of the array are ampersand ages. And inline, let's actually compile this first before we do anything further. And we've got an address, so that's the memory address that the array is pointing to. So now what we want to do is we want to print out the addresses of each element in the array. So this is the first index. This is the second, and this is the third index. And then what we will also want to print out is the pointer as well. So the address that the pointer is pointing to, and okay, and that's it. So let's just compile and run. Okay, so this one over here, that's the address of the array, and notice that it's the same address as the first element of the array, while the second element of the array is got a different address to the first, and the third element of the array is also got a different address, while the pointer is got the same address as the first element. So we can actually conclude, we can observe from the following. I've got a comment over here. Let me just paste it out. So we observe from the above, and also what we've just ran, that it is the address of the first element in the array that the pointer is pointing to, and that the address of the array also. So the address of the array, if you just print it out like that, is always referring to the first element of the array. Okay, I hope that makes sense. Oh, I've actually got that comment here. Sorry. Okay, so let's assign values in ages. So for our first element, we want to give the age of 12 for no particular reason. And for the second element of the array, we want to give 22. And for the third element, we want to make it 32, just like an increment of 10. Next, let's print the values of each element in the array and the pointer. So remember to print the values. Let me show you the difference of what you do as opposed to printing the addresses. Is you don't use the ampersands, because that's going to give you the address. And for the pointer array, you need to dereference it. And I've made a video on that before. You can always refer back to that one if you need to. Let's compile and let's run it. Okay. Oh, sorry. Okay, so like we said, the pointer is pointing to the address of the first element in the array, and so it's also going to hold the same value. Okay, so the address has also got the same value as the first element in the array. So this is our first element, 12, second element, 22, and our third element, 32. So I hope this makes sense, and I'll see you in the next video where we loop through the content of the array using the pointer. So stay tuned.